Hello class, it's Friday afternoon and I have some time to be here even though I already took care of all the grades and everything, so I thought I would create your home version of trivia. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do just like we've been doing with the trivia questions. These are new questions and you can play with your family at home. Some great quality family time here. You can call up this video. The only thing you need to do is remember, after the question is up there, hit the pause button. I'm not going to wait a whole amount of time to show you what the answer is. So once I give you the question, hit the pause button, get everybody's answers together and all that, then hit play again, and the next slide up here will be the answer to the question. All right, sounds like fun. Here we go. And here's the first question. The first, I should start with the first three categories first. And it's so dark in here I can barely read it. Politics, geography, and science. Here's your politics question. You just saw it a second ago. At what New York University did the second presidential debate take place? It was held on October 16th, which was just several days ago. What New York University? All right, hit pause and see what people are going to get together and decide. Remember, when it comes to wagering, each one of these rounds has a 5-point, a 3-point, and a 1-point question. You can only use that number once though. So if you're pretty sure you know this answer, wager 5 points, but you won't be able to wager 5 points for the next two. You'll have to use a 3 or a 1 on the next two questions. All right, hit pause. And the answer is Hofstra University on Long Island. Hofstra University. Okay, here is your geography question. What island has the official title of Republic of China? This island has the official title of Republic of China. Remember, you're going to wager 5, 3, or 1. Go ahead and hit pause now before I give you your answer. The answer is Taiwan. Some people were thinking Hong Kong, but that's a city. Taiwan is the answer. The Republic of China. All right, hope you're doing well so far. You've already wagered either 5, 3, or 1 for 2 questions, so whatever you did not wager on either of those first 2 questions, you're stuck with wagering on this third question. And this third question is a science question. Here it is. Name the science of plants grown in water. What's the name of the science that we talk about when we grow plants in water? Hit the pause button. Your answer to this question, of course, everybody knows this one, is called hydroponics. Okay, so far so good. That's the end of the first round. Your second round categories. Movies, music, and history. Your next 3 topics are movies, music, and history. And just in case you're having trouble communicating with your family if you're playing this thing, each new round now has a 5 and a 3 and a 1 for points. You get to decide after you see the question how much you're going to wager, but once you wager that amount, that number's off the table and you're stuck with the other 2. All right, here is your movies question. In the movie Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, I think they called her Willie, but her real name was Wilhelmina. Who played Willie in the Indiana Jones movie Temple of Doom? Hit pause. And the answer is Kate Capshaw. Hope everybody got that one. Kate Capshaw is the correct answer. All right, here is your music question. What artist titled her first greatest hits album, The Immaculate Collection? What artist, this is not a group, this is an individual person, titled her first greatest hits album, The Immaculate Collection? Go ahead and hit pause. And your answer is Madonna. Madonna is the answer to that question. The third question in this round is a history question. Here it is. Within 5 years, name the year that Custer was defeated at the Little Bighorn. Within 5 years, name the year that Custer was defeated at the Little Bighorn. I will give you the exact year, and you can have an answer within 5 either way. If that makes any sense. I'm not sure that made sense to me. Hit pause. The Little Bighorn thing happened in 1874. So if you put 1879 all the way down to 1869, that's within 5 years, you would have the correct answer. And that's the end of round 2. Here's your third round. Categories are sports, TV, and games. Sports, TV, and games. Your wager amounts are still 5, 3, and 1. Here is your sports question. All the dads that will remember this. Name the heavyweight champion whose nickname was the Brown Bomber. Name the former heavyweight champion whose nickname was the Brown Bomber. Put it on pause. And your answer from back in the day? Joe Louis. Joe Louis. All right, here is your TV question. On Saturday Night Live, there's a little skit that they do every single Saturday Night Live called Weekend Update. Lots of famous comedians have been the anchor of that Weekend Update show. Which one of those famous anchors signed off with the phrase, "And I'm out of here"? What Saturday Night Live Weekend Update anchor signed off with, "And I'm out of here"? Put it on pause. The answer is, you see this guy a lot on Fox News these days. The answer is Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller's the answer. Hope everybody got that one. Your third category is games. Here's your games question. In the board game Monopoly, how much is Boardwalk worth? In Monopoly, how much you got to pay to buy Boardwalk? Hit pause. All right, if you put 450, you were wrong. If you put 500, you were wrong. The correct answer, hope nobody went and looked it up, the correct answer is $400. The board game Monopoly Boardwalk is worth $400. All right, it's time for the halftime question. The halftime question works like this. There are 4 correct answers to the halftime question, you get 2 points for every correct answer. So you could end up with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8 to be added to your score. You ready for the halftime question? Here it is. 2 points each. Name the actor whose voice is used for each of these 4 movie characters. Remember, we're not looking for the character, we're looking for the actor whose voice it is. Here are the 4 characters. Shrek, Lightning McQueen from the movie Cars, Bob Parr from the movie The Incredibles, never seen that, have no idea, and then the voice of Buzz Lightyear. 2 points for each correct answer. Go ahead and hit pause and give people some time to come up with the answers. Hit it now. The answers to these 4. You might remember, first of all, Mike Myers, the voice of Shrek. Lightning McQueen's voice is done by Owen Wilson. Any old timers remember the TV show Coach? Outstanding show. Craig T. Nelson, he was the voice of Bob Parr. And of course, Tim the Toolman Taylor, Tim Allen, is the voice of Buzz Lightyear. All right, if you're having a little competition, now might be a good time to hit pause and add up your scores. The second half of the game involves point totals that go for 2, 4, and 6 points. So the same rules apply. There will be 3 segments or sections or rounds for this next second half of the competition. The point totals are 2, 4, and 6. Let me get you your categories for the next round. They are geography, literature, and movies. And already up on the board is your geography question. Name the 2 countries that border the dead, not the red, the Dead Sea. Go ahead and hit pause. Well, we got this one wrong the other night when we were playing because we had Israel and Syria. That is incorrect. The correct answers are Israel and Jordan. Okay, here's your literature question. How well read are you? Do you remember the book Dr. Dolittle? What kind of bird taught Dr. Dolittle how to talk to the animals? What kind of bird? Not the name of the bird, the type or the kind of bird. Hit pause. We started really doing badly. We put ostrich. The correct answer is it was a parrot. Hope everybody remembered that. All right, here is your movie question. Who played Mr. Magoo? Not in the cartoon, not in the earlier movies. Who played Mr. Magoo in the 1997 movie? Hit pause. Mr. Magoo was played by Leslie Nielsen in 1997. You might remember him from the Naked Gun movies and movie Airplane and movies like that. Okay, quite a comedian, that guy. Time for the next round. Here are your categories. Music, TV, and sports. Music, TV, and sports. Here's your music question. What record label was founded by Sam Phillips? And I'll give you a hint, it has something to do with Memphis. What record label was founded by Sam Phillips? in Memphis? Go ahead and hit pause. The correct answer is Sun Records. Famous Sun Records. Elvis Presley and all of those Memphis acts that came out of Tennessee in the 50s and 60s were signed on with Sun Records. All right, here's your TV question. Who does the voice of Bart Simpson? One of the longest running TV shows on television. The Simpsons. Who does the voice of Bart? Go ahead and hit pause. The answer is Cartwright. Nancy Cartwright. Somebody in my group was saying Angela. Oh, I remember her. She was in Lost in Space about 100 years ago. But Nancy Cartwright is the person who played or does Bart Simpson's voice. Here's your sports question. Name the player who in 1993 became the only person from the Washington State University to be drafted number 1. Of course, this is in the NFL. Name the player who in 1993 became the only player to be drafted number 1 out of Washington State University. Go ahead and put it on pause. I usually get the sports questions right, but I didn't have a clue on this one. The correct answer was Drew Bledsoe. Quarterback, Drew Bledsoe. Okay, it's time for our last round. Before we have our final question, the categories are history, animals, and transportation. History, animals, and transportation. Here is your history question. Name the general who commanded the troops during the Vietnam War. There was one general sort of overseeing all operations in that theater. Would that name that general? Vietnam War. Go ahead and put it on pause. I think his name was William, but if you put General Westmoreland, you were correct. General Westmoreland. All right, here's your animal question. I can't believe my team got this wrong the other night. What is the largest feline animal in the world? The largest feline animal in the world. Put it on pause. And your correct answer for the largest feline, it is, did you put liger? Wrong. Did you put lion? Wrong. That's what we put. The correct answer is tiger. The tiger is the largest feline in the world. All right, last question. Its topic is transportation, and here is your transportation question. What do the B and the O stand for in B&O Railroad? The old famous B&O Railroad. What does the B and the O stand for? Put it on pause. It stands for Baltimore and Ohio. Baltimore and Ohio. Okay, that's the end of this 2, 4, and 6 point questions. We are now ready for our last question. And in this last question, you wager 0 to 15 points. You get to see the question before you make your wager. But here is the question. Gotta use a little strategy here. It might be best once you see this. If you don't think you can get them all correct, you might want to risk 0 points. And here it is. You need to put these in order from largest country to smallest country by population. Put these countries in order from largest to smallest by population. Here are the 4 countries: Ecuador, Portugal, Syria, and Norway. Good luck. Put it on pause. All right, who had Syria first? That would be good if you had Syria number 1. Who had Norway next? That would be bad because Norway ended up being last. Here is the correct order of these countries by population. Syria number 1, Ecuador number 2, Portugal was number 3, and Norway was number 4. Well, this didn't take me very long, but I hope you had a nice evening of fun with the family. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.